G'day Scrap Mechanics. I'm going to give you a tour of this crazy mining machine, but the reason for it is I got grumpy with this machine. I had to abandon it. It does not work as intended. It looks fantastic. The suspension's really cool. I've got it as an underslung. I've got the bars up higher, so I've got more clearance when I drive around. I don't have to worry about things going under the front. But trying to get a trailer to grab onto this saddle has been just an art of failure over and over and over again. I actually have a trailer that actually has the exact shape of this wedge. So it actually has a line of blocks, the wedges that shape out. It grabs under this part, and then I've got bearings and things that close over the front of those wedges, and it grabs onto this thing from all sides, and the smart physics still keep floppy bearings, and the whole thing falls apart, and it just leaves a trailer behind, and that's just annoying. So I've just abandoned it. I will use the chassis for something else, but the reason to use the bent bars is so my chassis is one block lower, so from the side when you look at it, it's all about the details, that the rail is actually lower. So here I haven't done the underslung as much because we need steering and things, so that's where the chassis needs to be taller. So this has got the off-road suspension. So anyway, I built this because I wanted to push bearings to stupidity. I wanted to make something that's just going to be fun to play with. Is it practical? No. Is it challenging to build? Absolutely. Was it annoying as anything? Yes. I left this alone, let's say, many times before I got back to it to finish it off. So I've used a lot of FantMod stuff, AWSD controller for my the wheel steering, but as you will see, there is 13 controllers on this machine, and they all have a specific function. But what I'll do is I'll explain it to you a little bit more. So if I go over the other side, for each function that you want to do, so you're going to need a controller to do each function. So if you want to go left and then right on this this arm as rotation, you're going to need a bearing connected to the controller, and that controller set to go to the left. If you want to go to the right, you need another controller, another bearing set to go to the right. This has got 3 on it because I've got another controller which I use to stow the arm. So as you're building functions, you need more controllers. So if the arm up has a controller, the arm down has a controller. But what you need to do if you're doing it with an arm like this, in order to maintain stability and keep it really strong, is using bearings in the opposite corner will work. Now some people will say, oh, just connect it to the bearing, leave the arm, one arm, and it should be strong enough. We're in survival. No, the bearings will pop out and will be just soft. The timber 3 is being used for lightness. So now if we get to the front one, so it's got up and down as well. So it's got 2 bearings, 2 different controllers, and for the same thing, bearing in here and a bearing in here. Just give you a good look at that. So they actually go to different controllers, and these go to different controllers. However, the 1 and the 2 are the same controller, so you're setting the angle to be the same in each direction at the same time. So what controller is that? So yeah, basically all of these, except for that one, are set for just 5 degrees and a loop. Up the front, I'm using the FantMod. I'm using 2 things. I'm using the unit facer, and I'm using the FantMod smooth piston. The unit facer's got functions for what it detects, and it's based on color. So this logic gate is configured set to be that yellowy color, the light yellow, which represents rocks if you're using it that way. Yeah. Now the reason to keep it on the lift is just to show you how this is built before it's actually used. So when I pick it up, that's the default positions for all of the controllers coming in. And as soon as that arm's in a bit further, I will set it to stow. So that stow function is another controller. So this is all the controllers lifting up the stuff. I'm sure people have seen stuff that's similar. The AWSD controller is for tank steering. And we will head out to over here to my testing ground. And I will start with, I don't know what to start with. Let's see if I can get this rock right in front of us first. So all the functions are set to my front chair. We'll get the boom out, see what it does. Okay, it's lined up with that first little rock on the ground, which is cool. So I'm just going to mine it, give it a bit of a poke. Okay, now let's see if we can reach out to the one next to the cage. I just got to get my orientation. Yep, so let's slew it. And then we'll push it out, 3 and 5. We'll do both boom, the upper boom and the lower boom at the same time. And you can see that it's sitting out there ready to mine. I'll give it a poke with the piston. See if I can reach it. Yeah, so that's it. That's sort of how it works. Using the Fant Mod facer at the end does actually make the mining really simple sometimes, which is great. So yeah, that's it. So I get ready to move. I'll bring it in for stowing. Now the reason I use the thin pipe, you can see that we can get a lot closer in on our configuration there. And yeah, we get lag when I get lag when I'm sitting right in front of all those pistons and stuff on the ground. But if I'm over here, courtesy of smart physics, there's no lag. Looks okay. It only lags when I'm on the ground really close to it, because it's actually pushing down. These tires push down just a little bit, and it's enough to create that little bit of lag. The pistons are more like little shock absorbers to take the load out. Yeah, hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna, will I be able to reach the other one? I'm gonna go for it. Let's see. Feel free to end the video here. It's not anything sensible. I'm just gonna try and see if I can reach out far enough to touch that node. Get my camera going. Get that boom right out. Get a bit of slew action going. Oh, am I going to be able to reach it? Let's push that piston out. Yes, we can. Hilarious. That's that unit facer trying to smash everything. It points at the closest rock. Yeah, hope you enjoyed. Talk to you guys later.